Family, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Talking with Antonio. So in today's episode, we're going to be discussing how to go viral on TikTok in 2021. You guys, the special guest that I have on the show today has amassed millions and millions of views. So this is definitely going to be a dope episode. But if this is your first time watching, hello, my name is Antonio. I give entrepreneurial and YouTube advice as well as digital marketing strategies to help you grow your brand or business online. If you would like, go ahead and caress that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And then hit that notification bell so you never miss any of my uploads. But this is a good episode, so I want to get straight into it. Okay, so let's get into the video.
All right, you guys. So I'm here with Leroy Lubin. I'm so excited that he was able to get on today's episode because I know it's going to be super, super impactful for you guys. So I'm going to allow Leroy to tell you who he is and how much he's grown on TikTok over these last several months. But I'm telling you guys, this is my frat brother. I've recorded some of his videos while we were in college, and he's just doing a lot of great things right now. So this insight that you're going to get is going to be extremely valuable. But Leroy, go ahead and tell everybody about yourself.
What's up, everybody? So my name is Leroy Lubin. I went to school with Antonio. We went to Florida A&M University, so shout out to FAMU. Got my bachelor's degree in music education. I'm a trumpet player. I also got my master's degree from the University of Florida in trumpet performance. And right now I'm living in LA and I'm teaching full time, but I also do some gigging on the side. And then ever since COVID happened, I've been paying more attention to my social media and, just trying to promote myself and do more recordings and see how I can network with people online because that market has now grown so much. So that's a little bit about me.
Okay, dope. So yeah, you're definitely right about with COVID going on and just being on social media, a lot of people had a lot more time to focus on their social media. And so that kind of goes into, my first question. What made you get on TikTok? Because I know you're on YouTube and I know you used to share your videos on Instagram, which you still do. But what kind of drew you to, TikTok for your brand?
So TikTok specifically, I just noticed how fast moving it was and how like people could grow their accounts so quickly. And at first when I got on TikTok, I thought it was mainly just for like dancers,
Mm.
like young kids. I would see all the little renegade and all that stuff. And I'm a teacher, obviously. So like
Right.
I would see my students come to class and like I'm in the middle of talking, I see them doing their little renegade move, and all that stuff. So that was my idea of TikTok. I thought TikTok was just like kids dancing to popular music.
Yeah.
But then I started to notice that there was a market for musicians and people would go on there and they would like promote their beats, or horn players would go and they would play covers. You got singers, you got all these different musicians who are on there promoting themselves and promoting their brand. So I saw an opportunity for me to share my craft, right? And I didn't see too many trumpet players on there. So I was like, oh, this is cool. Maybe I can get on there and I can play some jazz or I can play some covers. I can do the things that I like to do and things that I was already doing on other social media sites like Instagram and YouTube and things like that. So I saw TikTok as another opportunity for me to promote my brand.
Okay. So what would you tell other musicians, trying to blow up on social media? Because I know, like I said, you were on YouTube and Instagram, and you definitely found your niche with TikTok. What do you think you can give them as some advice, especially right now with a lot of musicians not really working? There's not really a lot of gigs or tours going on, but they're still trying to grow their, brand and have that outreach.
Yeah, I would say that you don't want to spread yourself too thin because
Mm.
every social media site is completely different from the other. TikTok and YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all these different things, there's a different vibe on every one of them. And you want to know exactly the vibe that you're going for. So, for example, on TikTok, it's okay to post every day. It's good if you post every day or every other day, constantly posting good content. It's kind of like, it reminds me of Vine, where like
Mm.
those original YouTube stars came from Vine, you know what I mean? And they were like just constantly posting every day. So TikTok is similar to that. Whereas on like maybe Facebook or Instagram or something like that, you wouldn't want to post your stuff every single day. You might be seen as like you're doing a little too much, you know what I mean? So if you're trying to blow up, you need to first figure out, okay, which site do I want to focus on first? Do I want to really focus on YouTube? Do I want to focus on TikTok? Do I want to focus on Instagram? And then when you find that one, then everything else can kind of like spread from there. You know, it could be like a tree trunk, and you got the main one you're starting on, right? And then the branches could just be the other one where you get people to go to your YouTube because your TikTok blew up, you know? So
Right.
you get your followers from there. And then once you figure out which site you want to focus on, you need to figure out the algorithms for that site. Like, how do I make my stuff pop? What hashtags do I need to use? What's popping right now? You know, what are people talking about on this site right now? And then you need to figure out, okay, is it watch time, right? Because with certain algorithms, it's like if your video is 15 seconds and people are watching the whole 15 seconds, then it's going to keep pushing your video, right? It's going to keep pushing it, and you'll end up like on TikTok, you'll end up on the For You page, right? So that's the goal, is you want to be on the For You page and you want to stay on there. So if your stuff ends up on the For You page, now people who aren't following you are going to see it, and then you'll gain more followers like that. Another thing is community, right? So you want to find people who are making the same types of videos as you, and you want to collab with them, especially as a musician. So for me as a trumpet player, I look for other trumpet players or other horn players, singers, just everybody who's doing the same thing that I like to do. And I work with them, and their followers become my followers become their followers. And the cool thing for our followers is they see that we have our own little community, you know? So if they want to see me, they can go to that person's page and they'll see me on there, and then they can see them on my page, and they see us doing all these songs together. So it's really important that you become a part of the community on that page. You know what I mean? So I know that was a lot, but yeah,
No,
that's
no, no.
like,
It was good. It's good. It's
yeah,
no, that's good information. Because that's
definitely.
pretty much, you know, what I teach. I believe in a two content platform strategy. So one for long form content, which is YouTube, blogging, podcasting, right? And then a short form, which is like Instagram, TikTok,
Mm.
you know, things, Twitter, which is even faster, right? To where you can just get out information quick, right? And you can really be intentional with the content that you're pushing out. So everything you gave was great. And then you went over, you know, I call it a spear of influence jacking. So you use other people's influence, you know, to
Hmm.
help grow your own platform. So that is huge, guys. So you're not using that in your social media strategy, you're definitely losing out, because I always say the more people that you can work with, you can all grow together, and you know, you don't have to do it by yourself. So reach out, network. It's definitely a really, really good way to grow. Now, you did get into some TikTok strategies. What do you feel like were some real game changers for you when it comes to TikTok, and when did you
Hmm.
kind of see like, hey, the ball's rolling with this?
Yeah, so for TikTok, duetting people is very important.
Mm,
And how we mentioned you want to work or collaborate with those who have a bigger following than you. So if there's a viral video, right, as a musician, you see something, some other musician created something that was really big, you know, Charlie Puth is a big musician on TikTok, Lizzo, just a bunch of people. And then, so there's tiers to it as well. Like there's the celebrities, but then there's like the people who aren't celebrities, but have a good following.
right.
So follow these people and really pay attention to what they post, okay? Because if they're getting really good engagement on all of their videos, you want to be one of the people who are constantly duetting them. So basically, when you go on TikTok, you see a video you like, right? And you say, well, I want to see all the people who have duetted this. Maybe somebody played piano and gave an instrumental, and you want to see all the people who actually sang the song on top of that piano part. You can click on the sound and all those people will show up. You want to be one of those top videos that pop up when that person clicks on the sound. So um, for me, for example, when I first started to notice I was getting good attention on TikTok, it was because of a jazz video I did, Take Five. And there was a piano player. Um, uh, she played the instrumental, right? The backing to it. She had like a drum track and all that stuff. And she already had a good following. She
Gotcha.
was already pretty much set. And she would
Right.
do these weekly videos. So she recorded her piano part, and I was like, oh, let me just add trumpet. And I didn't know, because I wasn't really like too like TikTok savvy. I didn't know that the challenge or the trend that people were doing was they were like making a joke to her video. So basically, she posted her piano part to Take Five, and instead of playing the real melody, people would play like nonsense music, right?
Right.
But for me, I played the real melody, and it
Right.
was like something different to that big trend. So it like blew up out of nowhere, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't expect to actually hear somebody play something that sounded good on top of this." And then from there, I started getting a bunch of followers and a bunch of people requesting songs. So I would do like my own stuff, and then I would still do some duets. But I always noticed like the duets were the ones that would blow up even more. You know what I mean? So if
Gotcha.
you can stay in that trend of duetting people and using the popular hashtags, and just because you don't want to, I try to think of social media like if there was like a big open field, right?
Right.
No trees, no buildings, no nothing. You just put like a bunch of people on this big field. These different companies, their job is to get your attention, right?
Mhm.
It's all these ads and all these videos. They want your attention. So if everybody's on this big open field and they're looking straight ahead, you don't want to come on the south side of the field.
Mhm.
Everybody's looking north. You on the south side, like, hey, come look at me. It's not going to work
Right.
like that. You're not going to get all these people to turn from what they're already looking at. So you
Got
need to find a way to insert yourself into where where their attention's already looking. And if you can insert yourself there and put some type of twist on whatever it is that they're already looking at, then that's how you'll be able to get enough attention to where eventually you can actually turn their attention away from something else that's big. So that's how I like to try to think about it: is what are they looking at now? How can I put my twist on that thing, that viral thing? And then
right.
you go from there.
Right. That's huge, you guys. Listen, y'all need to listen, man. I try to give y'all the game, right? And this is someone that's done it so successfully, guys. Like this is great. This is great information. Okay. Now, the next thing that I want to ask is, since you've amassed all this following on TikTok, where do you see yourself going? Do you feel like you're still going to continuously create TikTok content? Are you looking to now master another social media platform, or what do you plan on taking this, your whole TikTok stardom?
Yeah, so I still see room for a lot of growth on my TikTok. It's nowhere near where I would like for it to be.
Okay.
So I still plan on making more videos, and I'm still trying new things all the time to see what works. Some of my videos get a lot of views, some don't get that much. So I'm still trying to see what it is that people want to hear from me,
Mm,
that I like to play. You know what I mean? So I'm still messing with that. But once I get to the point where I feel like, all right, my TikTok is really doing well, it's kind of on autopilot, I know that I can post something and I'll get consistent engagement, then that's when I'll start to shift towards YouTube. And that's when I'll start to post more like full tracks, because TikTok is just very short, you know.
right.
On
Right.
YouTube, that's when I'll be focusing on posting full tracks and maybe starting to work on original things and going from there. And taking little snippets from YouTube, posting it on my TikTok, and trying to see if I can get people to click and subscribe and follow me from TikTok. So I'm just going to continuously focus on my content on there. And then once it's where I want it to be, then we'll transfer to YouTube.
I got you. Now, one good thing that a lot of people don't realize, and maybe you don't even realize yourself, like now YouTube has come out with YouTube Shorts, And what I've noticed that a lot of people right now are taking their TikTok content or their Instagram reel content and uploading it to YouTube, and they're having a lot of success because YouTube is trying to compete with Instagram and TikTok in the short viral video
Yeah.
framework, right? So
Uh-huh.
that might be a strategy that you might want to think of without having to do any extra work. So if you guys are already, killing it on TikTok, or have a lot of TikTok or viral video content, you can upload it on YouTube now as YouTube Shorts. And I've seen a lot of people amass a lot of views and subscribers from that. So you
Ah,
can definitely repurpose all of your content from TikTok and Instagram onto YouTube, as well as still post your regular content as a strategy. So everything you said was
mm,
great. It's amazing. I'm definitely excited to see, as you continue to grow, where you go next.
yeah.
Um, so now we've reached to the point, because of course this is YouTube. I don't want to keep you guys on here too long, and I know Leroy's a very busy man. Where can people find you if they want to check out your TikTok or your Instagram and YouTube and all the other projects that you plan on coming out with this year?
Yeah, so all of my social media is that trumpet guy underscore. So that trumpet guy underscore. And then my YouTube is my first and my last name, Leroy Lubin. So my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, everything is that trumpet guy underscore. And then YouTube is the only different one where you got to put my first and last name. And that's where you can find me.
Okay, awesome. Well, Leroy, thank you so much for your time. You gave so many positive gems. I know people are going to take this and run with it. Again, if you guys want to follow him, I'll link everything down in the description below. But his TikToks are fire. So if you've never seen it, go ahead and check him out. Like I said, he's amassed millions and millions of views. So definitely check out my frat brother. But thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, you guys be easy.